Nokia. Hey everyone, and welcome. I had this game downloaded for quite a while. I played it about almost 2 years back. I played it, I finished it and everything like that. It's when I just started my channel, and I never ended up editing it and posting it. So I thought, why not just kind of start afresh, delete everything. I, in any case, can't remember like 90% of this game, because of the fact that I played it so long ago. The Library of Ouroboros, I'm finally here. It's almost anticlimactic to stand so easily within its walls after all those years of searching. If the rumors are true, the library contains knowledge beyond anything one might hope to find on Earth. Words of power, occult learnings enough to transcend death. It will be mine. All of it. I just need to know where to look. So, what I can remember is the prologue takes place with someone else. It takes place with someone else, and then the main game takes place books on philosophy, history, and a few stray encyclopedias, nothing useful. And then obviously the main game's with someone else. A transcript. I've been having these nightmares, Doctor. I'm alone, but I don't feel alone. Not like I should. Rather, there's no one with me, but there's not to say there's nothing around. It's difficult to explain, but it is an uncomfortable feeling. Something drones low in the background all the while. I can hear snatches of whispers, but only just barely. Like something is conversing with me just out of my range of hearing. Just as something is watching just out of my sight range. Everything's too still. It's wrong. I don't remember how I got there, and I can't figure out how to leave. Everything is all hallways upon hallways, shelves of books that look like they've never been opened. Almost all of them are still, and yet I get a feeling, like I mustn't open any of them, whatever I do. There's a pull toward them, of course, the sense that I will learn more than I could ever hope to on Earth. But there's a danger, a vague, creeping danger, the feeling that something is very, very interested in every move I make. Who or what it might be, I don't know. I don't know if it wants to bring me in or if it wants me to leave. How does it end? Well, as I mentioned, there's no real way to escape. Every place I go leads to more rooms. But eventually, after a time, I don't really hear them so much as feel them. Look no further, look no further, look no further. And then I wake, and every time I feel further from this world. To be honest, Doctor, I hope it's all in my imagination. I hope I'm afflicted with some kind of mania, because a place like that can't exist, shouldn't exist. And if it does, then I can only hope that no one else would be so unfortunate as to visit it. So yeah, we in the Forbidden Library that no one should actually go to, because once you go, you don't come out. The Minister's Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. Bernice enters, followed closely by the librarian. Bernice is breathless, looking both exasperated and slightly excited. The librarian's expression is unreadable as per usual. Bernice, but my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. Librarian, I wouldn't be so sure, my dear, but shall we retire to the living room if we're to speak of such unpleasantness as your husband? Bernice's face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand, taking him onto the couch beside her. Bernice, fine then. If you're to stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play me for the fool forever. Librarian, I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Would you care to hear how I can stop a human heart with but a word? Bernice, goodness, that sounds dangerous. Librarian, it most certainly is. Bernice, I wish to hear it. Librarian, then of course, you shall. He leans close to Bernice, who closes her eyes as if expecting a kiss, but the librarian leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes open wide, she gives a single jerk, a strangled groan, and goes limp, sliding off the couch. Librarian, too curious for her own good. He stands, reaching in one of his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a cursory look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his item, and turns to leave. As he does so, the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. Is fixed on the small black case, which the librarian has decided to leave, sitting atop the minister's writing desk. A partial history of the library. The Library of Ouroboros, I think that's how you pronounce it, wasn't so much built as it simply came to be. That much we've been able to glean from the early murky tales about a certain endless structure rich in occult knowledge. The first tale was penned by an unnamed Gaelic mystic who compiled a variety of accounts from travellers complaining of strange dreams. Many of these travellers' accounts of the place were the same: endless hallways of strange materials, magic devices that seemed to give off light or sounds without any visible source. But rarely were there many tangible details, aside from these characteristics and the font of knowledge ringing the walls of the place. This, of course, changed in approximately 670 when the mystic was visited by a lone woman. She was reportedly wild-eyed, half-mad, and complaining of dreams much the same as her fellows. But she claimed that these dreams became reality, briefly, and that she at one point even visited that bleak place. She claimed to run into a dark, amorphous figure with a score of glowing red eyes. This figure apparently spoke to her, promising her black knowledge should she only pledge herself to it. Though the mystic asked how this woman escaped such a place, the woman gave him no explanation. In fact, she spoke no further, withdrawing from the mystic's hut to begin her travelling anew. She was never seen or heard from again. This testimony is hardly a concrete example of the library's existence, but it certainly makes one wonder. If tales like this could exist from the earliest days of modern man, what other truths could lie buried deep in the past? Should one be willing to tunnel through the cobwebs of years to reach the ancient tales hidden beneath? Okay, that one. On the Founder. They came to the domain, a blank canvas in the cosmos, from places unknown in oldest time. They have existed longer than man, longer than the sentient stones of Ur, longer than the cosmic force that runs through all things. They have always been. They saw the ruin that coursed through the universe, and constant in and out flux of entropy. And with entropy went items of worth, and it was that worth that they sought to salvage. Not things, ideas, thoughts. Power intangible. Through the years they reached for their powers were immense. Through eons they snatched up secrets, dark and light, but it wasn't long before it all became too much, even for those ancient. The remaining pages have been torn out of this book. In their place is a single piece of lined paper with an untidy scrawl standing upon it in red ink. The key to go further could have been deciphered from the last word in each of these books, but I tore them out. I couldn't let anyone else go any deeper. Sorry, but trust me, it's better this way. As you close the book, you make out a single word scratched, not written, into the inner corner. Your predecessor must have missed it, or else it was made after the note was placed. Telephone. Okay. There's no more books here. Welcome. Almanacs. Useless. Hello? Hello? Dead. Put these lights off. A waste of electricity. A dead plant. Oh, I thought I could read that. Store is immobile. I can only imagine what strange, arcane secrets lie behind its varnished surface. Yes. Desk beneath telephone. Ah! They tore the pages out, but the pages... I don't know, maybe... Welcome message. From all our staff. Welcome. We're glad you're here. As we're sure you're aware, the Library of Ouroboros is located in a picturesque part of Britain, atop a grassy knoll east of Sussex. Many rural townships, obviously bereft of their own libraries, refer their villagers to the library. It is beloved by all. We hope you'll take your time perusing our vast stores of literature, non-fiction, fiction, occult knowledge, cursed knowledge, words to melt the eyes of anyone who reads them, psalms of murder, and otherwise. You'll certainly have time enough, Bernard. You'll certainly have time enough. Why? Because we never leave! Okay, picked up brass key. It's not for this door. Ticky, 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 tick. I would love a wall thingy like this. That book mentioned my name, a coincidence, nothing more. Yeah, you keep... Besides, I was mistaken. The library wasn't in England. I found it in the German city of Olburg, sequestered away behind an ancient church. Yeah, but maybe the other... Such a small, unassuming front, as if by looking so plain it might hide from the rest of the world. But other people might have found it in England. Maybe that's where the last place it was found. I heard footsteps. I don't know if it was mine. I'm just switching off lights. I don't know if it's got any relevance. It just... You know, we can interact with it, so... Damn. I'm elevated. Okay. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Tuk, 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 tuk. Okay. There's another desk here. A note. You're an avid reader, aren't you, Bernard? You can't read these books, but don't fret. They'll pave your road to new knowledge. If you're stuck, think of yourself like a cataloger or a librarian. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? The case toward the windows seems as good a place as any to start. Okay. What's this? Ah, a 4-digit code. Okay. Locked as well. Damn. So dark in there. Hello? A frigid scene. There was no fog outside earlier. Okay, so they spoke about this one by the window. Can I interact with these books? Well, we could, maybe this is where we start 1. We could count the books. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 6. So 4, 6. 2, 4, 5. 4, 6, 5, 3. 4, 6, 5, 3. A brass key. Finally. Yes, hoping that's the last of the locks. Did I not pick up the key? Oh, it's so dark. Oh, I got a flashlight. What's this? A screwdriver. Okay. Interesting. Can we open the drawer? No. I've never felt threatened by a chair before. Oh, there's flies around this one. Ooh. 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 Oh wait, we should probably... There's nothing else here, right? Cabinets? Can we open... Oh, we can open each one. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that they're all empty. Let's see what's here. I hear whispering. Well, stairs to hell. Let's go. Ooh. How is this possible? Do you think this is what the library... Now you kind of like get a bird's eye view of the entire library? That one's closed. That would be pretty cool. I was about to say big fan, but no. It's just the shadows. And broken chair. Oh. Picked up, you'll regret it, you'll regret it, you'll regret... Oh. Okay. Something is wrong. Let's get out of here. I need to leave now. Okay. We sure are in a rush. Something is scratching its way into my head. Oh.
Your mind is small. Your mind is fragile. A tiny fissure here. A little force there.
This chair does not exist. It is a construct meant to hide something.
Bernard, we could make you a shambling husk. Make you walk these halls forever. But we see your curiosity,
Okay.
your potential. We have something more in
It will
life.
never open again.
We think you like it.
Yeah. Thank you for visiting our library. I remember the prologue being a little bit longer. Okay, well, seeing that the show as hell is in my apartment, I definitely didn't fall asleep in this chair. seeing as the prologue was a lot shorter than what I remember, I thought it was like 30 to 40 minutes, not 17. I thought we'll split it then. We'll start into the main now, and then we'll finish it up in 2 videos. Pretty depressing. Yeah, so there's no hole in the floor. No. Nice painting. The handle turns, but I can't open it. Okay. Visitors. Yentl Krollman, Mason Thompson, Lionel Ella, Samuel Ellis. There's Bernard, but there's no date. Started from 1886, yeah. Bernard's there, no date, and V. So we can assume that we're either known as V, or we just haven't completed our name yet because it hasn't taken us yet. Greetings, visitor. You're more than welcome to sign your name and the date of your visit in this guest book. Once you've done that, we welcome you to explore the library to your heart's content, so long as it isn't after closing. Once you've had your fill, please let yourself out. You'll find a key to the front door on one of the desks in the study. Great. So these actually make a jump. There's the 1800s in the 19, then 17, 18. Interesting. Okay. Oh, sensitivity. Unresponsive. Dead. Last I remember, I was sitting at home reading a letter from an old friend. Maybe it was from Bernard. But it's the strangest thing. Now I can't remember what it was about or who it was sent from. Welcome message. I also don't remember putting anything in my pockets, but I feel something. Can I read this first before I push it? Welcome here. Greeting visitor. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our wonderful library. The Library of Ouroboros is a state-of-the-art facility designed to replicate the rural charm found in many older buildings without the associated risks such as buildings are known to accumulate. The building might seem like a strange sight amongst Wall Street's many towering skyscrapers, but we believe this is a dichotomy will be what sets us apart. We're glad you decided to give us a chance and hope that our stock of books will appeal to you. Obviously, our collection of information wasn't so vast as to encapsulate the whole of the internet, but we hope that the charming aesthetic design of our library will help you escape from the hustle and bustle of New York life. Now in America. If you hear any strange footsteps, don't worry, there may still be construction going on above or below you. From all of us, thanks. From us all, thanks again. So it went from Britain to Germany to the States. Room 1, you should really clean this place up. Don't lose the trash. Okay. Room 2, this room makes me wish I had someone to vent to. Okay. Room 3, I think I'm cracking under the strain. I had the strangest inclination to walk straight into a wall. Room 4, there's a secret path in the dark. Room 5, art can really be illuminating. Okay, so room 1, so which one would... This can't be room 1 though, because there's like no trash. So... would this one have a hidden wall? No? Would this room have a hidden wall? Oh, trees. Can't see a thing. Who knew it could get this dark out? I can see some trees. Red roses too. Is it here? No? Okay. Broken. Oh hey, this one's not working. Made me so excited. I got amped because I saw a hey. What's ringing? Oh, trash. I just need to find the bin now. Oh, there.
Hello?
Hello.
Welcome to the Library of Ouroboros. We're glad that you've decided to visit our humble institution. Hopefully, you'll find what it is you're looking for. Please be informed that the library is closing. Since most of our staff are currently away, please lock the door on the way out. We hope you've enjoyed
What do
your
I
visit.
do with the key? Do I just throw it in a bush? I like how the phone's name was literally just Nokia scrambled. Welcome message. Thanks for visiting the Library of Ouroboros. Thanks for coming. You can go now. Like, well, you had a great time. Let's leave now. I don't know if we should, anything that mentions lights. I think I'm cracking. There's a secret path in the dark. Art can really be illuminating. There's no artwork here. There is trash. Can't read those. That's a pen. Okay. Weird. Almost all the words are crossed out and the pages are stuck together. Can't open this any further. Ouroboros, a circular symbol, the snake swallowing its tail, a representation of the endless cycle of death and rebirth, of wholeness, the infinite, and a certain kind of cloying meaninglessness. Never put much stock in mysticism, but in this place it's pasted all over the goddamn wall. Pasted. Tough to avoid that. Last I remember, I was on some occult website, sitting on the furthest end of the internet, past the places that would normally dissuade the less curious. Had just a little too much time on my hands. I remember falling asleep. Now I'm here. The recording said that this place is the Library of Ouroboros. Remember reading something about that, but not what, where. If you're reading this, keep an eye out. Something isn't right. V? So are we V, or are they V? Welcome message. Peace be to you, friend. We're glad you've decided to join us. Despite its name, the library is open to people of all sorts of different faiths. With our vast tracts of religious knowledge, modern, old, and otherwise, we're certain you'll find the peace you seek. We know you traveled far to arrive here, so please do rest. No one tends to this library, so the dust. Keep an open mind, read to your heart's content, and we'll be sure you'll be well provided for. One matter of note, we ask you not to linger after closing or to descend too far into the library's bowels. Some of our books are quite old and very sensitive to the ingress of foreign temperatures and moistures. Thank you for understanding. Okay, so what do we do with the trash? Is there a bin? Bin. Okay. I'm hunting for trash. A long list of books and the dates they were checked out. Funny, none of them have the year listed, only months and days. Talk about a blast from the past. All of the phone numbers are 3 digits too short. Damn. Screen looks burnt out, nothing happens when I press the buttons. Let's go get some trash. Trash. Oh, we did find a key.
I left something for you by the place where you arrived.
Okay. Thank you, kind voice. We'll try the door now with the key. Is that a note? It is. The tick fills up on blood. A pustule pulses on a dead dog's eye. Like these your head shall burst. Like these your head shall burst. Okay. Ooh. What's this? It's a cube of mysteries. Forbidden knowledge. Okay. Did I read that? Yeah. Oh, this one's different. The library is located in a picturesque part of Peruse, chat with... Oh, this is different. But this... Mini rule, refer... Peruse our vast stock of fiction, non-fiction, poetry, and everything in between. Chat with friendly librarians and employees. And feel free to spend as long as you'd like reading, using our computers, or just spending time here. We always love new visitors. Should you hear any knocking in the corners of the building, pay it no mind. The library's on the older side, and the Foundation plays tricks on some visitors' minds. Don't worry though, it's perfectly safe. Sure. Okay, well, bye library. Sure, it wouldn't be that easy though. I had a feeling. This can't be right. Hello?
Hello. We'd like to inform you that the library is now closed.
Oh, that door changed.
Note that it is unlawful to remain on the premises after closing. This is your one and only warning.
Okay. Oh, the room's different. Maybe that's what they mean. So room 1 was that entirety. And now we're in room 2. I just came from here, didn't I? Oh. Okay, key. Stapler. Hello? Yes, this time there's noise at the end of it. Papers equal parts smudged and illegible. Some more trash. Not budging. Nothing we can do here. Oh, oh. Okay. The Minister's Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. This is exactly what we read. So I'm not even going to read that again. What's this? Oh, it's a stapler. The tree's gone again. Oh, it's dead! On the library, very early into my professorship, a student came to my office one spring afternoon with a stack of papers in her arms. She said she'd been having strange dreams of a place stretching forward and backward into infinity, dreams of hallways splitting into hallways, dreams of being lost in the intricate guts of some gigantic place that could not possibly exist. On the papers were crude sketches. She was no artist, she said, but something about the dreams had left such a vivid impression on her that putting what was in her brain to the page seemed her only option. She was clearly distressed when I gently suggested that she visit the university psychologist rather than the resident ancient history professor. She violently shook her head, asking if I knew anything about something called an Ouroboros library or perhaps a library of Ouroboros. It wasn't entirely clear. I told her the common knowledge about the symbol, taken from the Egyptians by the Greeks, and from the Greeks by the medieval Europeans, a sign in alchemy of death and rebirth and so forth. The student continued shaking her head all through my explanation until she suddenly cut me off. Those are too old, she said. The place from my dreams was modern. There was electricity, computers, but everything seemed ancient and stank of old dust and damp wood and something else. Please don't you know of anything in recent times that might have stemmed from that idea? I confessed that I hadn't, especially considering the size and the many niches of the modern world. She left without another word, leaving her drawings behind. Something about the conversation shook me. I looked through the crude drawings made in a shaky hand and saw in the familiar shapes and designs an odd air of ominousness, like looking at the facade of a dark building and hearing the slightest scratching of things that shouldn't be just behind the stones. All very juvenile thoughts, and yet when I went home that evening, I brought the drawings. I couldn't help but want to look more into what we discussed, into the library of Ouroboros. It was largely fruitless. I found many sites and articles on alchemy, the symbol itself, or the public library in Ouroboros country, which was located somewhere in rural Wisconsin. But just as the hour crept past midnight, I found something, the slightest snatch of information at the bottom of a rabbit hole series of links. I will not repeat the website's domain or my steps to arrive there, for fear that someone might try to replicate what I did. But I will repeat what I found, because just as that student couldn't get the ideas from her head without drawing, I find I can't think of anything else, waking or sleeping. I hope this will help. The Library of Ouroboros, a kind of waking nightmare, arrived upon by those too curious for their own good, rich in black secrets, rich in dark ideas lost to time, rich in languages from dead races on other planets. The fortunate die, the truly lucky, or perhaps the most unfortunate of all, become tenders for all time, knowing far more than any living being would ever hope to learn, without becoming a permanent, perpetually screaming stain on the face of space-time forever. None have left it unscathed. There are forbidden tomes that will prevent you from breathing should you merely touch them, and the tenders are beyond sanity and jealousy keep their terrible secrets. You've searched enough, this is your final warning. That night I slept fitfully, my dreams beset by images of a dark, dusty place, eerie for its supposed normalcy. I could almost feel things passing by just beneath the floorboards, within the walls, watching me. Every exit led to another room, nearly the same as the one before it, and out the windows I saw only black. My dreams have been consistently disturbed since that night, so much so that it is hard for me to teach. So heavily preoccupied is my waking mind. I hope this writing will be enough to put my mind at ease. One last thing. I've since tried to find the student who first contacted me to tell her what I learned. My hope was that I might be able to put her mind at ease, or at least commiserate with her. But I haven't been able to find her. In fact, since the day she visited my office, her roommates haven't seen her, nor has anyone else. And I fear I might be next. Damn, this place is a mess. Too smudged. Ooh, vent! Bolting pretty tight. I don't see myself tearing this out of the wall barehanded anytime soon. I need a screwdriver. Chess piece. Scribbles. I don't know if we still need to throw trash away, so I'm kind of just, I don't know, gonna do it. The note is largely obscured by blood. You can make out only a handful of words. And one of the dustier books fell apart in my hands. There were these arcane scribbles. Feels after I threw it away still not quite right, like something's watching. Interesting. Pretty shoddy barricade, someone must have been desperate. I need to switch the lights off! Okay. It's fine. We'll find another way. Even if we need to break it. Ooh. Something's blinking there. Hello. Oh! Screwdriver. Not plugged in, still sparking. Strange. This place is so eerily quiet. Do you think we could reach the light with the screwdriver? Forbidden knowledge. Okay, so then this should be room 2's thing. Seeing as these areas count entirely as a whole. Still need to find a code. Dead plants. Not looking any better. Okay. Oh, it's the fan. Oh, it blinks. Oh, these fans look good. More trash. A kind slumber. I've been driving for miles and miles and miles. It's night. I'm tired. So tired. Been on the road for what feels like days. Don't like this constant moving. Never have. But it wasn't this bad when I was younger. Could sleep in the car while my parents drove. Now I don't have anybody to drive me. Two of them got too caught up in some of the darker parts of our world. A black library by our old house. They went in, never came out. They're why I can't sleep. Their book. What I learned without trying as I opened the dusty thing sitting disused as I cleaned out what remained of the attic. Didn't even mean to, and yet, here we are. There's been no other cars for hours, this dark stretch of road, my truck, all I've known. As I drive along, a halo of red and blue neon forms in my windshield. A bastion in the dark. A tiny diner. I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty, just tired. But all the same, I take the exit as it comes up, pulling into the parking lot between a beat-up jalopy and a truck that looks a lot like mine. I hardly feel the cold outside. I hardly feel anything. It's like being trapped in somebody else's body and things don't feel like they fit right on my muscles anymore. The diner's just as cold as the outdoors and hardly more inviting. The distressed red pleather of a bunch of booths that should have been trashed years ago. Dirty tables, floors buffed into a mockery of cleanliness. Empty but for a man in a heavy coat in one corner and a waitress in the other. The man is standing, the waitress is also standing. They look like prize fighters about to square off, or they would if they were looking at each other. Instead, I can't see the man's face for his collar and hat, and the woman is looking at me. Seat, sir? I nod. Rough weather out, she says, trying to smile as I take my seat. I can tell I look terrible. Do you know a place where I can get some shut-eye? I'll ask, almost without realizing it. I can't sleep, but maybe I can still try. Not a motel for miles. You can sleep at your table if you want, though. You don't have to order. You don't even have to order anything. Thank you. I set my head down on the table and my eyes don't shut. That black knowledge slithered its way from those stained pages and into my brain, and now it grips my eyelids, forcing them wide. The diner is sideways. I'm like this for a few minutes. Then there's someone else standing sideways in front of me. That man in that coat. His face is a dark red mass. Sleep deprivation. Tired, buddy? I nod. The table is cold against my numb face. I think we can help each other. He reaches toward my face, laying a hand upon my cheek. There's a flicker of feeling, of warmth, that cuts through the fog that swallowed up my head for days. As he withdraws his hand, I see a strip of ragged flesh in it, which he brings to his face. When he lifts his hand again, the flesh is gone. Thanks, buddy. May I take the rest? I nod. The table is cold against my face, and as I finish nodding, he turns my head roughly and grabs at it, pulling away another strip of red. There's feeling. The tiredness becomes more pronounced. He doesn't ask anymore, just takes. Each time his hand comes down, a little part of me leaves, but at that point I don't much care. Take it all. I'd like to rest. The table has turned red like the seats around us. Time passes, feeling's gone, sleep. The man in the coat takes down his collar and I see my face looking down at me, tired. He reaches down into my pocket, fishes out my keys. Rest easy, buddy, he says, and something else that I don't hear. He's gone. It all is. I will take that trash now with me. There's a bin here. So do we put the trash in this bin? This window's locked, but it gives a little when I push on it. I need some way to remove the padlock. Bolt cutters, maybe? More trash. Okay. I can't help but feel as if I stand before the precipice of some terrible reality. Left one room only to come right back to it. Shame there's no place to go but straight ahead. I've hidden a few tools in this room in case the path ahead isn't what I hoped it is. If they're not here anymore, then good news. The path ahead, at least immediately, is probably safe. Zero chance of any hostile entities. If they're still here though, well, I hope they're useful to you. You're going to need all the help you can get. I wonder if this is... because there's 4, 0, 2. Left 1 and 1. I wonder where it's for. Maybe it's for the place there. The same chair from earlier, isn't it? What's that? Oh, it's a toy horse. Still a nice painting. Okay, there was that thing in the front. So it was 4102, right? Wrong way. 4102. This thingy. 4102. Ah. Picked up lockpick. Hello?
We've given you chances. Ample warning. You proceed, we threaten. Continue on your current path, and they will find nothing left of your head. We swear it.
Okay, but it's not
For the
my
last
fault.
and final time, go back from whence you came.
How? How? It's not telling me to leave if I can't. Did you ever think about that? No, probably not. There's a lockpick over here. Time to put my amateur lockpicking skill to the test. Okay, got it. What again? I thought I just went outside. How the hell is this locked if I just came from here? So this is room 3, right? Second. This one says first. Oh, all the words are slowly... So I take it as we find each one, then the words make more sense. I'm cracking under the strain. I had the strangest inclination to walk straight into a... I heard such a strange noise now. Something about this room is even worse than the last ones. Before there might have been an odd feeling in the air, a certain untraceable sense, but it at least felt like somewhere people had been. Here, something's definitely wrong. I can hear something deeper in this room. Barely perceptible, crying out in pain. Here goes nothing. Okay. Okay, let's look for a crack. And then I suppose run straight ahead at it. Like we're in Harry Potter or something. There's no way I'm in the same library I was in earlier, right? So this room's massive. Yeah, and got really tall ceilings. There's a light. What's this? I hear something. The Minister's Doom, Act 4, Scene 3. Open atop the roof of the Minister's estate, the Minister lies against the statue of a lion spattered with his blood. A saber heel protrudes from a gaping wound in his chest. The Librarian stands over him triumphant. Librarian. And so you finally cease your pathetic writhing. The Minister spits up blood. Minister, are you here to taunt me or to end this charade? Go on. Go on, you've ruined my life, destroyed all I loved, sever what remains, damn you. Librarian, come now, Minister, is there any need for this melodrama? Minister, kill me, damn you, kill me! Librarian, are you pleading for a mercy? I wonder. Or trying to salvage the last of your pride? It doesn't matter, your reasoning is flawed. Minister, what are you? He doubles over, his words lost in a bloody coughing fit. Librarian, consider it. Your ties to this world are severed. All earthly connections gone. Had I wanted to kill you, I could simply have stepped into your estate and placed that saber between your shoulder blades. Yet even now you still breathe. Your wound's non-lethal. Or should I say non-lethal enough for our sake? Minister. Our? What the devil are you talking about? Librarian. Forgive me, Minister, but I'm afraid I've misled you. You see, it was never about vengeance. When I met you on your return from City Hall those 3 weeks ago, it was only a few hours after my first visit to the city. Minister, what? Then that tale about the library that I put out of business? Librarian, a very flimsy lie, I'm afraid. Really, I'm quite amazed you didn't see through it. Oh, and since the truth is coming out in the open, it should be said that the odds were insurmountable from the start. You were never just fighting an individual. Minister, I knew it. That maid will hang. Librarian, that maid is dead already. A half-hearted turncoat is of no use to me. Actually, that is exactly the truth that should come out, Minister. For you see, there is no such thing as me. Never was. There is only us. The Minister is silent, his mouth hanging open in shocked awe. A madman. Librarian, wrong, my friend. Neither mad nor a man. Nor are we here, as you so delightfully put it, to sever you. Quite the contrary, in fact. We want you to join us. The Librarian steps closer. Librarian, we are always in need of fresh, strong minds. Your impeccable business sense and your knack for keeping it from ever sullying your spotless, smiling public face has proven that you have exactly that. Minister, my God, get back! Librarian, your God is dead, or asleep, or else he is somewhere out of hearing, or else he does not listen at all. No, Minister, my friend. You cannot choose between him and us. The only choice is to come to us willingly, or for us to take you. The Minister's hand darts into his coat, past the saber. In a flash, he withdraws a flintlock pistol. Minister, I make my own options. The Minister fires straight at the Librarian's heart, a perfect shot at zero range. But when the smoke finally clears, the Librarian still stands. Casually, he reaches up to brush the pistol shot from his overcoat. Librarian, regrettably, it seems you forfeited your right to choose. The scene darkens as the Minister gives a strangled, agonized scream. When the light returns, the Minister stands alone. It is only him, saber, and the blood-stained lion. Librarian, get comfortable, Minister. We'll be spending a lot of time together. The end. Dun dun dun. Still looking for this crack. There's something in the darkness. Oh. Oh, I see it. Ooh. Hi. Is this the crack? Oh! It is. Okay. I'm just gonna go this way for a moment. Oh, okay. Sure sounds like I'm walking straight into hell. Okay, just yeet me out that way. So then, so it shows us more of what this is. First, something there's of these librarians. Okay, so when we're in room 4, there's a secret path in the dark that we need to find. Okay, you're a little too close for comfort, just by the way. Did I get all of you? Yeah. Okay. Put you off. Nothing there. Hello. Okay. What does this big book say? On the failures, word has it that those who pass the librarian's bleak test are granted knowledge beyond the ken of any other. But you want to know about those who failed. Each fate is as miserable as the next. But very well. Some few are allowed to retain their sentience but lose all mobility. Their spirits are torn from their bodies, with the latter being cast away. The librarian takes these spirits and compresses them. That's right. Those tomes you've seen lining this place, those books you've ignored, many of them were once like you. Poor fools lost in a foreign place. Then there are the husks, shambling bodies that move without direction through the library's infinite halls, searching for heads that have long since been taken from them. Are their souls still here, locked away in some dark, forgotten keep? Potentially, but they will search fruitlessly and forever. These fates are equally terrible, forever trapped in place, forever cursed to wander. But there is one worse than both. Especially poignant failures, those that attract the librarian's knowledge but fail in the end, are given especially poignant punishments. Some say that in the library's deepest depths, the walls shudder and shake and pulsate with life that should have died long ago. And some say that these walls are formed of those promising few who could not prove themselves. Is there any egress from this place, in death or otherwise? Perhaps, perhaps not, but I'll certainly never see it. Interesting. Oh, hello. Damn, so it's you that I've been hearing. So... I can't switch you off. No! Oh god damn it, what the hell is going on? Why am I back here? Hello?
Like a beetle in an antline's trap, you flail your way deeper. It is gratifying to watch you wriggle your way to your doom. We so rarely have new visitors. Perhaps we won't spatter you across these walls. Perhaps we'll allow you to stay, join the others. It is what you want, is it not?
No, I'm just trying to get out of here, but okay. Made it to this room and I'm not going any further. Caught a glimpse of him. Boss there's been talking in my ear. Was wearing a dark cloak, so I couldn't see much more than his figure. Shape of his head wasn't human. Makes sense. Can't stop capitalizing his name. Psychosomatic? Or did he do something to me? No, I won't be able to stay here forever. No, he's waiting for me. Just a little beyond the door on the other side of this room. Looks like I've got a date with this... Crevasse? Anything's preferable to what I think he's got in mind for me. If you're reading this, you should probably join me down here. Whatever's ahead won't be pretty. What, down here? I don't know what this is, but it sure doesn't look safe. So we'll pick it up. up again in a new video, because obviously don't want to compress everything into one and then it's either too long to watch, or I have to cut out a lot that kind of takes away the story of the Forbidden Place. So we've covered enough. We're slowly kind of figuring out about the library. What I can come to understand is that obviously this is, as the name tells, it is a forbidden place, and once you find out about it and you go searching for it actively, whether it be on the internet or to find out where it could be in, you know, in real life, that's when it seeks you out and it pulls you in. And shall I say 99% of the people don't make it out unless you can show the librarian that you're worthy of it and worthy of the library's knowledge. I take it. But so far it is very interesting. I know when I did run through it the first time a couple of years back, I didn't know about the notebook. I think I must have missed where they let you know you can open a notebook, because I didn't even know about that, or that it gives you an idea of where to find all that forbidden knowledge. So that's gonna definitely be something new. Hopefully we can find everything, and that will be something different compared to what I did the last time. But so far it's got a really interesting storyline so far. It's like gripped me because it's giving you bits and pieces here and then. You kind of got to puzzle it together yourself. So I'm excited to see what the rest of the game holds. But for now, that is part 1 of a forbidden place, or a place forbidden. So if you liked the video, hit the like button below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to tag along with anything else on my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!